Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. I'm the host of Red Barn Radio, Brad Becker, and I'm here to welcome you to Red Barn Radio's 495th live performance. Please, folks, welcome with me a group of folks who have been with us here before. They are two mountain music ambassador bands from Morehead State University. They are joined tonight by their instructors, Raymond McLean, the director of the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music, Ruth McLean, and Mr. Nathan Kaiser behind me. Welcome, folks, the Mountain Music Ambassadors.
If you need an education for the road that lies ahead, and you want to run life's race like a Kentucky thoroughbred, for much more opportunity, come to Morehead State. And you'll be flying like an eagle when you spread your wings to soar. Morehead State, much more. And you'll be flying like an eagle when you spread your wings to soar.
Tonight, Red Barn Radio welcomes the Mountain Music Ambassadors from the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music at Morehead State University. Kentucky Center for Traditional Music, or KCTM for short, is both a state and a regional treasure. The Center House is not only a state-of-the-art recording studio and teaching studio, but also an impressive collection of archives, not only for its students, but also accessible to the public. Center also has a terrific outreach program, which is what tonight's about. These young players are exposed through the outreach program to new audiences and give new audiences an opportunity to hear about the music of Kentucky played by some of its best young players. So we're really glad to have back the Mountain Music Ambassadors. Welcome them back, folks.
Driving fast and running late, I'm all worked up, I've got a date. Pretty girl don't wanna wait, there's dancing old Kentucky. Players always sweep the floor, find your partner, couple of four, dancing old Kentucky. My, that girl can flirt and dance in old Kentucky. Players always sweep the floor, find your partner, couple of four, the dance in old Kentucky. All men left with your left hand around that floor with the right left grin. Kiss your partner, thank the band, and dance in old Kentucky. Clear the hallway, sweep the floor, find your partner, couple of four, the dance in old Kentucky. Folks sit and pat their knees, young folks holler, "Hold my honey close to me," and dance in old Kentucky. The rowdy boys are coming in, Skip, Shaw, and all of them. You just wait and they'll begin to stir up some excitement. What's all that stuff they're bringing in? Hey, Lauren's got a mandolin. Love the way they pick and grin and dance in old Kentucky. Clear the hallway, sweep the floor, find your partner, couple of four, the dance in old Kentucky. Say goodnight, feet are tired but hearts are light. Won't be home before daylight at the dance in old Kentucky. Clear the hallway, sweep the floor, find your partner, couple of four, the dance in old Kentucky. Thank you all. While touring the People's Republic of China, we had the opportunity to play in many countries there, the parts of the states, and they recognized a lot of the songs that we performed there. And I'd like to introduce Raymond McLean to sing the next one. Here's one titled "The Red River Valley."
1 and 2 and 1 and. This valley they say you are going, we will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. Oh, you know you are taking the sunshine that brightened our pathways a while. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Cowboy who loved you so true. my darling, for the sweet words you never would say. Now, alas, all my fond hopes have vanished, for they say you are going away. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy who loved you so true. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy who loved you so true. Yes, remember the Red River Valley and this poor heart you tore half in two.
Bo mentioned ago that we had the opportunity to tour the People's Republic of China last spring, and Michelle Canning took it upon herself to learn 2 popular Chinese songs, and she is going to do one of those for you now. It's called Love and Passion for the Mountains and Rivers.
một gì thì sẽ都車 join 歡也個歡也勁 but one wasn't for 也好似 chain 冇事誰睇到 P1 誰也知誰也聽有神是誰愛共榮你好過風吹沙里明愛萬歲是沙son是聽誰沙也有天時地 but you 知 but you 美但靠有神誰看他聽冇次事睇到 P1 誰也知誰也聽 but one wasn't for 也好似 chain 冇次誰睇到 P1 誰也知誰也聽有神是誰愛酷榮你好過風吹沙里明愛萬歲是沙son是聽誰沙也有天時地 but you 知 but you 美但靠有神誰看他聽但靠有神誰看他聽
Thank you.
Well, all right. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Red Barn Radio. I'm the host of Red Barn Radio, Brad Becker. And standing before me is a host of blue shirts and amazing instruments and amazing people, all students at the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music, which is at Morehead State University in Morehead, Kentucky. And we've had Raymond and Ruth McLean here before with some students from the school, and we've done this a number of times over the years, and it's always just one of our very favorite shows, and I can tell tonight's going to be no different. Thank you all. Sounds so great. So for those of you, again, listening who may not know about the Center for Traditional Music, or maybe you have some notions about what they do there, and if you're thinking, well, they probably teach bluegrass music, that is one of the things they do, but they teach a lot of different kinds of music. They do swing music there. I don't think that the Traditional Music Center does a jazz program, but I know that students can study jazz there as well. Is that right, Raymond?
Well, now there's a wonderful jazz program in the music department at Morehead State. At the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music, we figure traditional music is bluegrass, old time, country, western swing, blues, gospel, from several different traditions. Basically, the music that's associated with our Southern Mountain region.
Okay, and so can students come to KCTM and just do your program part-time while they pursue something else at Morehead?
Absolutely. You can take our classes as electives. You can work toward a minor in traditional music studies, or we have a new Bachelor of Arts degree in traditional music, and all of the students on this stage have all declared the traditional music major.
All right. And when did you establish this new degree?
I think it's been available for about 5 years, but some students were already preparing for this as it was coming. So we graduated the first 3 students 2 years ago, and last year 2 more students, and there are 3 students that are hoping to earn this degree at the end of this semester.
What do you mean by hope?
Can you, Raymond, can you talk a little?
They're asking me what I mean by hoping to, but
What are the hurdles you're referring to, Raymond?
You can't say that they've done it until they have. I think their chances are good.
I would suspect so. Which of you up here are the 3 in question?
I think I'm the only one here tonight. But
Oh, okay.
There's 2 others that aren't with us tonight.
So how many? I'm sorry. Can you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Michelle Canning, and I'm from North Andover, Massachusetts, and came down to Kentucky 4 years ago to study under Raymond and all the teachers at the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music.
You know, that's funny. We met last time you were here. In fact, I met all of you, and will be so embarrassed that I don't remember most of your names. But I don't remember that you came here from Andover.
I did. Yeah, it was. I knew that I wanted to study traditional music, and so I started looking at schools that had traditional music programs, and I just absolutely fell in love with Morehead and couldn't wait to come down, and I'm so glad I did.
Well, they're glad you did too. And how did that happen, that you fell in love with Morehead? What happened that
Well, when
did
I came to visit, everybody was so friendly and welcoming, and, Raymond brought me to his favorite restaurant for lunch. And after the end of the day, I remember going out in the parking lot and putting my banjo in the car, and I was about to leave. And Thomas Albert, who was a student at the time and then became a graduate and now is a teacher at Morehead State at the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music, actually saw me putting my instrument in the car and came out, chased me down just to talk to me. And it made me feel so good and so welcomed. And I just knew I wanted to be a part of that family that we have.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. Well, that's a testament to the importance of hospitality,
Absolutely.
among other things, isn't it? When you think about admissions and recruitment, I'm sure you didn't buy her any tickets to any shows or anything like that.
No, I don't think you can do that.
Right.
But what I'll tell you what I think about that, Brad, because it's really important. If you walk through the halls at the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music in Morehead, you see pictures, and they're pictures of musicians. And some of them date from the early 1900s. Some are very recent, of some of these students, actually. And they're all there together playing music. And some of the people you recognize because they're quite famous. Some are not so famous, but they've made important contributions to our music. And I walk down those halls and I look and I realize that we're all part of that same thing. We have something that draws us together because every person in those pictures loves this music as much as we do. And we have that in common. It's a strong bond. And we have that in common all across our region, across our country, across the world. We have that in common with everyone who loves music.
I was wondering, of the students that have been through the KCTM program, and I know you've been there now for how many years?
6 years
This
now.
is your 6th year. Wow.
Actually, I guess I'm starting my 7th year.
Okay. So in the course of the time, Raymond, that you've been director of the program, how many of your students have come from out of state? I mean, not exact number, but just roughly. I mean,
Well, I couldn't tell you exactly. I couldn't even guess, but there are quite a few students from our region, from Morehead State Service region, from our eastern Kentucky area, from surrounding states. And then Michelle, of course, came from Massachusetts. We had a student from Nova Scotia. We had a student from Brazil that was taking our classes. We have had students from a far distance, but as I say, we all have this in common.
would you mind walking me through the curriculum, the music curriculum? And actually, you know what I'd really like is for some of the students to step up and tell me some of the kinds of courses that you've taken at KCTM. Yeah, just come up to the mic and introduce yourself and rattle off a few courses that you've taken, and then somebody else can jump in.
Okay. Well, I'm Melissa Caskey,
Hi, Melissa.
and I'm from Morehead. Let's see, some of the classes that are in our curriculum, we take traditional music history. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 years of that. So we start talking about the Scotch-Irish, how they came over and settled, and, and now I'm in History 3, so we're talking about bluegrass music.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we have music theory classes, so we learn music theory. Then we do oral skills, which is listening and noting notes by listening, and vocal harmony.
Very
So-
cool.
Anyone else?
Somebody else step up. All right.
I'm Lauren Price, and I'm from Southeast Ohio.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi. I'm a junior this year at Morehead, and so in addition to some of the classes that Melissa mentioned, we take a music business course, and that is really interesting. And let's see, we have the theory. The one that I'm in right now is chart writing, and so that was a completely new process to me whenever I came in, but so far it's been unbelievably helpful.
I'm sorry, I missed what the name of the class is?
It's chart writing.
Oh, chart writing.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and using the Nashville number system and things like that. So we learn a lot.
Yeah. Any other courses anyone care to tell me about? Somebody better talk about the recording class. They built this expensive studio there. Let's go.
Andrew Preston. I'm from Van Lear, Kentucky. And the recording class is one of my favorite classes. Jesse Wells teaches it, and it's a great class. We learned all about live sound engineering and as well as working in the studio, and you get to go directly into the studio. And there are also stations set up in different areas of the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music that we can use to work with studio and recording and things like that. And we've also got a songwriting and publishing course that's new, and we were able to work all semester writing material and talking about publishing, and then we could use the studio to record some of those, and it's been all around such an incredibly helpful experience.
Now, are the courses, say, like, for instance, in publishing and whatnot, the courses that you have taken in the program, are they sometimes taught by folks from outside the school? Do you have guest lecturers who come and share what they know?
Yeah, we do. Actually, Ruth teaches the songwriting class, but we have guests that come. The Brock McGuire band came and talked with us, and we have from Ireland. Yeah, we've got a lot of great guests. It's really nice to be able to talk to people who are actually in the industry and working towards the same things that we're wanting to do. It's really nice to get that from people who are experienced, and our faculty are also experienced in that, and
Well, yeah.
So you're learning from the best. It's great. It's really
Yeah.
helpful.
You do have an experienced faculty here. What about a performance? Do you take an actual class that teaches you to, for instance, have great posture on stage, make eye contact with the audience, smile? I mean, you guys you look like you're having a really good time.
Well, we are having a good time.
Yeah.
Or I am. No, we do a lot of things.
Oh, can you introduce yourself? I'm sorry.
I'm Daxon Lewis. I'm from West Liberty, Kentucky, which is just a little bit south of Moorhead.
Welcome.
Thanks. Good to be here. So we do a lot of things that are related to having a great stage presence, and some of those things occur actually outside of our courses. Being around Raymond and Ruth, they're always helping you to connect with people, in which that's what you want to do with your music anyhow. But we also have courses. We actually have a performance class. We talk about things like this, how to be personable and just connecting with your audience. And some of it is actually doing some solo performances for other people in the class, being paired up, maybe some instruments that you maybe wouldn't necessarily see together, and coming up with an arrangement that way. And then what we also do is very strongly connected to what we're doing tonight, which is our ensemble, which is part of the outreach. And so what you see here are 2 Mountain Music Ambassador groups, and so we meet twice a week. We spend an hour and 15 minutes each session, and we work up material. We work up our stage presence and just everything.
Do the instructors choose the music, or do you get a chance to say, I'd like to do this tune?
Well, we choose a lot of the material, but there are also things, when you have people that are experienced as Raymond and Ruth, they kind of know what suits you too. And that's something that's so special about this center, is at any time we say, Raymond, this is a great tune, what do you think? And he's right there ready to help you with it. And then at the same time, they know how to pick out your qualities that are really going to showcase you and say, well, what about this tune? So it comes from both directions.
I'm Brad Becker. I'm the host of Red Barn Radio. You are listening this evening to our very special guests, the Mountain Music Ambassadors from Moorhead State University. They are going to play another set of tunes for us now, and then we'll take a little break, and we've got a lot of show ahead. You're listening to Red Barn Radio.
You go to the ocean alone, muddy river, roll on. I've got a baby in Tennessee who's long been waiting for little old me. Roll, muddy river, roll on, muddy river, roll on, muddy
Well, my sister Leanna Price and I are going to sing a song now that we learned from Buzz Busby. If any of you listening know who he was. Hope you enjoyed it. It's called Lost.
Lost, 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 lost in this world without you. Lost, 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 lost in this world without you. Since you turned me down, all I do is ramble round, and I don't care what happens to me. My heart was young and gay till the day you went away. Now life here means nothing to me. Lost, 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 lost in this world without you. Lost, 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 lost in this world without you. Those words you said to me still on my memory. It seems they're on my mind both day and night. The lies that you told tortured my weary soul. Love was blind, I guess I couldn't see. Lost, 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 lost in this world without you. Lost, 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 lost in this world without you.
Thank you. Justice Mike. Thank you all. The next song I like to do, my father was a truck driver for many years. He hauled gravel and hauled blacktop. He actually helped build the AA that starts in Grayson, goes up to Cincinnati, Ohio. And he hauled steel from Pittsburgh all the way to Georgetown, all out west. And the song I'm about to do, I got the nickname, is just Bo. My real name's Ronald, but I got the name from Smokey and the Bandit. So I like to do one here, and I like to send this one out to the truck drivers. One entitled "Eastbound and Down."
I'm eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. I've got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch your bandit run. fire's on, he's hot on your trail. He ain't gonna rest till you're in jail. Boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana. We'll bring it back no matter what it takes. I'm eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. I've got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. I'm eastbound, let's watch your bandit run. I'm eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. I've got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. I'm eastbound, let's watch your bandit run. I'm eastbound, let's watch your bandit run. I'm eastbound, let's watch your bandit run.
Well, we love all kinds of music, and so we try to touch on a lot of different things. And one of the things that we love most of all is gospel music. And we're going to do one that Ruth actually suggested for us, and we heard the Rochesters do this, and hope you'll enjoy it. This is one entitled Way Down.
I have a feeling in my soul, says the Savior made me whole. Way down, way down, way down, way down, way down deep in my soul. I'm trusting Jesus every day, for I know I'm on my way. Way down, way down, way down, way down, way down deep in my soul.
Down in my soul, I'll sing and pray.
And pray till Christ shall come to take me with him to stay. Then I'll be going to that home, never more from him to roam. Way down, way down, way down, way down, way down deep in my soul. Light of heaven I now can see, for he came and set me free. Way down, way down, way down, way down, way down deep in my soul. I know there's glory to behold, for I feel it in my soul. Way down, way down, way down, way down, way down deep in my soul.
Down in my soul, I'll sing and pray.
And pray till Christ shall come to take me with him to stay. Then I'll be going to that home, never more from him to roam. Way down, way down, way down, way down, way down deep in my soul.
Down in my soul, I'll sing and pray.
And pray till Christ shall come to take me with him to stay. Then I'll be going to that home, never more from him to roam. Way down, way down, way down, way down, way down deep in my soul.
Welcome back for part two of this evening's Red Barn radio program. You're listening to the Kentucky You're listening to the outreach group from the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music, the Mountain Music Ambassadors, and they're playing two great sets of music for us here tonight. We're having a great time listening to their music and talking with them about what they do there at the school, and we're glad to have you with us. You're listening to Red Barn Radio. Welcome back, the Mountain Music Ambassadors.
Thank you so much, Brad. Nice to be with you. And as you were saying, we're so proud to be part of Morehead State University. We're proud to enjoy the support of the university in our study of bluegrass, old time, and country music. And our Vice President for Advancement from Morehead State is here tonight, Jim Shaw, and his wife Cindy. Cindy Shaw has, in fact, made all these Western ties for us. You can't buy these in stores anymore. They don't make them anymore. You have to find somebody that's really good and knows what she's doing, and she did a wonderful job, and we appreciate you very much. As the students were talking a moment ago about some of the courses, they mentioned one that Ruth taught called the Songwriting and Publishing class, and all the students on this stage, I think, wrote songs as part of this class. And Becky Alfrey is going to sing one that she wrote right now. Becky, what led up to you writing this song? Is it a true song?
Metaphorically, yes, it's a true song. We were asked to write a song about a place, and 3 Mile Creek is a little place in Ohio that we've driven by 1,000,000 times, and it just caught my attention. But this is a love song.
3 Mile Creek, a place we love to be, over on the Ohio. 3 Mile Creek, where you married me, said you'd be my one and only. We were just kids when you said I do, and till death do us part. We took the high road, lonely as it was. There we found each other's heart. 3 Mile Creek, a place we love to be, over on the Ohio. 3 Mile Creek, where you married me, said you'd be my one and only. Life hasn't been easy, but we've given it our best. It's really all that we can do. 'Cause down on 3 Mile Creek, we watch the world flow by. Swear it's just me and you. 3 Mile Creek, a place we love to be, over on the Ohio. 3 Mile Creek, where you married me, said you'd be my one and only. The days are flying by, as does our life, here on 3 Mile Creek. With each sunrise, I cherish our time, dancing with you cheek to cheek. 3 Mile Creek, a place we love to be, over on the Ohio. 3 Mile Creek, where you married me, said you'd be my one and only. Yeah, you said you'd be my one and only.
Well, as Raymond said earlier, last semester we started a songwriting and publishing class, and so Becky wrote that song. And this next song is one that Andrew Preston wrote. It's called How Does the Radio Know? And it was inspired by Raymond McLean on our way to IBMA last fall. Because we had this little gadget that hooks into the phone, you know, like a Bluetooth thing. And Samantha was saying, well, you just plug it in to your radio and it knows. And Raymond's like, well, how does the radio know? And so this is where the song came from.
Songs. Well, it must have been an old friend of yours for a long, long while. Must have been with us in your truck bed watching Mars hide its eyes so slow. Oh, how does the radio know? How does the radio know our tune? It's been playing them on repeat, Mr. Radio. What did I do? It's keeping me up late sometimes on those lonesome little nights. And I ask myself, why can't the radio lie? I never knew that box could be so cold. But the frequencies it sends when I'm alone. Oh, how does the radio know? How does the radio know you're gone? I got my windows rolled down and I'm a-moving right along. But sometimes when Mr. Kessel whispers out those speakers slow, I ask myself, how does the radio know? Oh, how does the radio know? Oh, how does the radio know?
Well, Samantha Cunningham is an award-winning fiddle player, and she's going to do a song that was written by Howdy Forrester. And Ruth is laughing at me because when we were practicing, I was trying to say his name, but see, I'm from the north, so to me it was Hello Forrester. And it was really hard to say howdy. But I've been practicing my howdy all day, and I think I got it right.
I think you did fine.
So here's Samantha Cunningham to play the Wild Fiddler's Rag.
Step right back up there, Miss Samantha. I got a question for you.
Hi, Brad.
Hi. That was Samantha Cunningham playing that fiddle there. And so I am curious to know, might you tell us a little bit about the training that you had playing music prior to the time that you started at KCTM? Talk to us about the path of your music studies.
Okay, when I was 5, I cornered my mom in our dining room and said I wanted to be a fiddle player. I wanted to be Alison Krauss at that time. And so she looked at me and was like, you don't know what you want. But she gave me a shot, and I stuck with it. And so I've gone through several teachers before coming to Morehead State. I had the pleasure of studying under Daniel Carwile. And so when I came to Morehead State, I had great instructors here too. Raymond is actually my fiddle instructor, and so we have a lot of fun in our lessons. We had one today, and it was really fun.
Well, he doesn't play fiddle too, does he?
Yeah, he does.
How does it feel? How does it feel like trading, being on stage with any teacher, but with Raymond in particular, trading licks during a song?
It's an honor to do that because, I mean, when you do things like that, when you trade licks, you have to communicate with people. And when you get to know someone so well that you can communicate by just a glance and know when they're going to stop and what note they're going to play, it's an honor to be able to get to know Raymond that well and all the instructors that well.
Other students who might be willing to step up to this question, I would be interested to hear you tell the story of your sort of musical journey. For instance, did any of you begin your music studies as a young person with sort of a classical focus?
Not really.
You had some classical training, didn't you, Samantha?
Yeah, I started out with the Suzuki method, so I started as a classical
You abandoned that
violinist.
when you were 3?
No, I abandoned that when I was about 7. I got to book 4, and I was like, yeah, not my stuff.
You said, I'm too old for this, right?
I think she's the only one that had classical training. Did anybody else have any classical training?
Okay, well, good. Well, this then raises another question, which is, can you talk to us about traditional music in your home? You know, did some of you come from families, for instance, where this kind of music was the regular fare? Tell us who you are, and
Well, I'm Daxon Lewis.
welcome back.
Thanks. No one in my immediate family played. However, this was the music that we listened to on a daily basis. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and so when we're riding around in the car or we're visiting them, you know, people like the Country Gentlemen and Doyle Lawson and Ricky Skaggs and just all kinds of people were playing. And I remember just kind of sitting there and closing my eyes and thinking, I wish I could do whatever that banjo player's doing. And I hoped for that for a long time, and when I was about 11, I kind of done the same cornering thing that Samantha was alluding to, and I said, I would really like to play the banjo. And of course, they're like, of all the things that you could play, you know, maybe guitar, electric guitar, anything, but banjo? And yeah, that's what I wanted. And so one year for Christmas, I got a banjo and a guitar and started learning by ear. And I got the Earl Scruggs book, just started flipping through that, listening to every record recording I could get a hold of. And then when I started college, I actually started out as a nursing major, and that was great. I enjoyed that. But this banjo kept pulling me back to it. And I discovered that the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music was there. I got a work study down there. Wasn't enrolled at the program at the time, but when you're working the front desk and you hear all this great music behind you, you're thinking, I want to do that. And so I became a full-time major there, and I've never looked back.
All right. Anybody else have a music in the family story to tell? Oh, you're being pushed.
Yeah.
Your teachers are pushing you. You have to go.
Well,
Okay, well, so sisters,
Yes.
We're twins.
Okay, names?
I'm Leanna Price.
Yeah, hi.
I'm Lauren.
Yeah,
I think
hi,
we
Lauren.
already met. Yes. But we did grow up with a sort of musical family. Our mom and dad both sing quite well, and our dad plays guitar, so that was the entertainment really when we were little around home and when our family would get together. And
Many people in our mother's side of the family played like first grade dances and string band music and a lot of gospel. And our dad's side of the family, a lot of them sang primarily, and so we really were just surrounded by it.
Do you remember a time when you were thinking, I have had enough of this kind of music. I will never ever play this music.
Not really. No. We started taking lessons when we were around 10, and I mean, I wanted to take lessons because I wanted to be able to play with my family. But I really just, that was fun. It was always fun. It's always been fun. But I didn't really, I didn't want to do it besides just as a hobby, I guess. But then when we got later into high school, we started going to festivals and finding out about all these great workshops and classes that we could take for old time and bluegrass music. And we're like, hey, this is really cool.
Yeah.
And so when we were, I don't know, I guess sophomores or juniors, we really kind of looked different places and fell in love with this.
Yeah, it just seemed like the more that we heard it, and we especially fell in love with the old time and bluegrass side of things, and the more that we got involved with those things, the more we loved it, and just didn't stop, I guess.
So was it always a given that the two of you would attend the same traditional music program?
Not necessarily, but I'm not surprised. We do pretty much everything together.
Yeah. We actually started out in college at Davis and Elkins College in Elkins, West Virginia, and we were undecided majors, and everything was going fine, well, but we were on our way to play at the Jerusalem Ridge Festival in Rosine, Kentucky, and we stopped at the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music by chance to actually practice with Tyler Mullins, who was a student at the time, and he was going to play banjo with us at the festival. And so it happened that it was kind of an impromptu tour of the center that day, and we met Raymond, and we got to play music together, and it was just like, what is this place, and why didn't we know about it before now? And we transferred schools when we were freshmen, so it worked out.
Very cool. It's interesting when we talk to young people about music and their families, it I would say is more often the case that the kids have been encouraged in music by an aunt, uncle, or grandparent than it is by parents. It's not that parents discourage the music, but bottom line for some parents maybe was, yeah, it's easy for you to recommend music. I want my kid to make a living. So you got a lot of parents, who think, yeah, that's fun, learning the instrument and have fun with it. But then you get the real strong impact seems to come so many times, especially from grandparents who, turn the kids on to new music and who, again, just support the kids and their music for the sheer joy of it, not thinking so much about vocation, and that sort of thing.
Well,
Yeah, Raymond.
The thing about that, in my opinion, is that when we go to school, so many times we're not going to school because we make a living doing what we do. I mean, if we're going to be a welder or a diesel mechanic or a nurse or something, you study that vocation and then you go into that. But there are many, many things that you study, especially in the humanities, and you study something and then you get an education. And because you're better educated, then you are prepared to make decisions in life. You can decide to do one thing, another thing. Our university's president, Dr. Andrews, at Convocation a couple of years ago, pointed out the fact that now the average number of different careers that a college graduate has is 5. If you think about having 5 careers in your lifetime, it's not like coming to school and studying this doesn't mean you can have parallel career paths, many career paths. Most people do now.
Is it Is it the case, though, Raymond, that when students enroll in the KCTM program that they actually do put a lot of eggs into the music basket?
Well, we do because we want music to be that much a part of our life,
Yeah.
and we want to study that. We're studying other things as well.
Yeah, good. So the program.
What
then-
we want to have is an education.
Yeah, indeed.
And you know, a lot of our former students are playing music all the time. Some are doing other things and playing music, and it's a huge part of their life.
Yeah. Just with the raise of hands, just today, how many of you imagine being full-time musicians, even if only for a time? Yeah. All right. That's a pretty good turnout right there.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
I believe they can all do it too.
I do too. Well, you guys are really solid, and what a great program. Love the tune choices. You know, I was asking beforehand, you know, what are we going to hear some new tunes? And everybody was like, well, yeah. You know, we're not going to come back and play the same thing. But the sound is just so classic. It just doesn't sound like today's, I mean, if this is okay to say, it doesn't sound like today's bluegrass. It sounds like you're drawing upon something older and more sort of like classic bluegrass with the twin fiddles, and the harmonies are so much richer, you know.
I hope it's about music first. We don't want to just make music that sounds formulaic.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this doesn't sound that way at all. It's just, but you know, when I sit out here and close my eyes and listen, it honestly, it feels like an old-time radio program. It's really beautiful.
That's what this is,
Just
right?
sweet. Well, we don't call ourselves an old-time radio program. There is another program that does call itself that, but we just call ourselves Red Barn Radio.
There you
and
go.
It's just so cool what you guys are doing, and I'm thankful that you all took the time out from your schedules. I know you're all busy with your liberal arts educations and families and all the various things that you do, and so we so appreciate you coming and being on the program. You're listening to Red Barn Radio, folks. I'm Brad Becker, and we're going to get back now to some music with the Mountain Music Ambassadors from the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music at Morehead State University. The students are here tonight with their teachers, Raymond and Ruth McLean.
We're going to do a tune for you now that Lauren and I thought would be a handy thing to do when we were asked to play for a Veterans Day assembly. And besides bluegrass and old time, we like lots of swing and old swing from like the 30s and 40s. And we found the Andrews Sisters doing this song. It's called the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. I hope you enjoy it.
Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft, but then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next thing the cap went out and drafted the band, and now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He blows an eight to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was our boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a blues bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump eight to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He blows an eight to the bar. He can't blow a note if the bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. sleep with Boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie boogie bugle boy of Company B. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie boogie bugle boy of Company B.
When I wrote 3 Mile Creek, I wrote it as a happy love song, but not all love songs are happy, and this one is a very sad love song that was written by Ruth and Raymond's Aunt Rosemary, and Melissa Caskey does a beautiful job on it. Enjoy Sail Away.
I'll be walking to the water in the shadows of the night. You won't be seeing me again when darkness turns to light. It's much too hard to know my dreams are never coming true. I just can't see me hanging round, got nothing left to do but sail away, sail away. I'll pack up all my dreams and sail away, sail away, sail away. I'll pack up all my dreams and sail away. Babe, I've known it for some time. This life, it's not for me. Before my days are over, I've got other shores to see. But the thing that grieves me most of all is leaving you behind. I never thought I'd say goodbye, but I've made up my mind to sail away, sail away. I'll pack up all my dreams and sail away, sail away, sail away. I'll pack up all my dreams and sail away. Sail away, sail away. I'll pack up all my dreams and sail away, sail away, sail away. I'll pack up all my dreams and sail away. Sail away, sail away. I'll pack up all my dreams and sail away. Sail away, sail away. I'll pack up all my dreams
and sail away. I'll pack up all my dreams and sail away.
Well, this is a song that you've just begun singing recently, isn't it, Michelle?
It sure is, and it's one of my favorites to listen to, and I thought it'd be a good one to grass up.
Okay, well, let's do it.
Step by step, I fell in love with you, and step by step, it wasn't hard to do. Kiss by kiss and hand in hand, that's the way it all began. Soon we found the perfect plan for love. Side by side, we took a lover's walk, and word by word, we had a lovely talk. One word led to another, and then in no time we were up to 10. My heart knew it was gonna end in love.
First step,
A sweet hello.
second step,
My heart's aglow.
third step,
We had a date.
fourth step,
We stayed out late.
fifth step,
You walked me home.
sixth step,
We're all alone. Seventh step, we took a chance. One kiss and true romance. Step by step, we climbed through heaven's door. And step by step, you still invited more. Then you promised faithfully all your love belonged to me. Now I know we'll always be in love.
first step,
A sweet hello.
second step,
My heart's aglow.
third step,
We had a date.
fourth step,
We stayed out late.
fifth step,
You walked me home.
sixth step,
We're all alone. Seventh step, we took a chance. One kiss and true romance. Step by step, we climbed through heaven's door. Step by step,
you still invited more.
then you promised faithfully all your love belonged to me. Now I know we'll always be in love. Step, 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 step. Thank you.
Mountain Music Ambassadors. Man. These are the Mountain Music Ambassadors, and they're going to play one more tune for us, and then we're going to say goodnight. Thanks for listening, folks.
Brad, is it okay to mention an upcoming date, or should we not do that because of the rebroadcast and the syndication?
That's right. Yeah, I would say you certainly mention it to the audience right now if you like to.
Right now, yes, we're about half of this group, the Mountain Music Ambassadors, are going to be opening for the McLean Family Band at Meadow Green Music Hall. And what's the date on that, Ruth? March 19th. And most of the rest of us are going with Michelle Canning up to North Andover. And Michelle has been producing herself a benefit for Alzheimer's research for about 5 years now. Is this about the 6th year, Michelle? This is the 5th year, and it's turning into quite a big deal. She started this from the ground up herself. When you were how old when you started this?
I was 15 years
15 years old. She started doing this benefit concert for, and it's become such a big deal that last year was mentioned in the Boston Globe.
Well, how terrific. Well, I've got a big network of friends who live up there, so I will try to get them to come out.
Yeah, absolutely. Let them know.
Yeah, all right. Mountain Music Ambassadors, folks.
We had the opportunity to go to the International Bluegrass Music Association convention this year in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we were able to play this song with great people like Raymond McLean, Ruth McLean, Sam Bush, Sierra Hull, Charlie Cushman, ETSU, and all of our friends. And so this is Lauren Price embodying Bill Monroe and playing Rawhide.